In this series, I will teach you how to replace your roof fast with all the little tricks needed to have a very good quality roof that will last you a very long time. Part 1, how to set up your roof, how to rip it off, replace your decking. When setting up tarps, you want to put them on top of the gutter about 1 foot in and nail with shingle nails about every 1 foot. Tarps on the ground, you want to pull them away from the house so the shingles slide down from the roof to the ground. The more tarps you put on the ground, the easier cleanup will be. We bring shingles on a trailer, but you can get them delivered and boomed to your roof if there's no obstacles, no trees, no power lines, and the truck can pull up onto the driveway. We use shingles that we bring on our own trailer, and we use a special roof hoist that I will show you later on. When ripping off shingles, it is very important that you get a good rhythm. You can spend a lot of time ripping off shingles, or you can do it very fast and save a lot of time. When you're using the shovel, you can't second guess yourself. You have to get into a good rhythm. Once you have a good rhythm, now it's very important that you push the shovel all the way in till you hit the nails. Once you hit the nails, you have to pull up fast and hard. Once you learn the proper technique of ripping off shingles, you will easily save many hours on a roof replacement. Once everything is ripped off the roof, you have to check all of your plywood. If it's rotted, always replace it. But here's the 100% humongous tip that I can give you. You always have to replace the full piece of plywood. Let's say you have a little tiny rotted piece on that corner over here. This is rotted out. You have to replace this whole big piece of plywood. You can't just cut out that little piece and patch a little piece in. The plywood is a structural membrane or structural part of the roof. It keeps the roof from swaying back and forth, from going this way, keeps it even from moving this way during wind loads. You can see all the plywood is staggered. It's staggered usually on 4-foot center. So whatever piece is damaged, you always have to replace that full piece, even if it's only a little tiny piece that's rotted. You see, it's wet, falling apart. Just falling apart due to dry rot. This is how a roof looks after it's ripped off. Pieces of paper, nails are still left on it. You take a gas blower, blow off the whole roof. Once everything is blown off, then you take off all the little pieces of paper and make sure all the nails are pulled out. Blowing off all the paper we can so we can inspect the decking. Blowing out the gutters at this time too. This is the type of ripper shovel you want for your roof. They're not light, they're hardened steel, very heavy, but they make ripping shingles off very, very easy. And the teeth, they hook underneath the nails, and you also, at the same time as you're pulling your shingles out, you pull out most of the nails. At one time, you can take up to 3 packs of shingles. If you're doing a small garage, shed, just take up the shingles on your back. They're not really that heavy. If you're a little bit of a weaker person, take half a pack up. They're heavy packs. They're probably 70, 80 pounds a pack. You can see the flashing was double nailed to the wall and to the roof. You always want to nail only to one area, the roof or the wall. Reason is, due to expansion and contraction, the flashing can rip if it's nailed to the wall and roof. This flashing wasn't even nailed right, you can see, and it was leaking. It slid down and you can see kind of rotted wood right here. It slid down not too long ago, a couple months ago I would say. It wouldn't be a couple years. Just started, maybe even a couple weeks ago. We had a very heavy wind about 2-3 weeks ago here. But you can see this flashing, I can move it up and down. That's because it was nailed into the roof, not to the wall. But this one here, this is nailed into the wall and not the roof, you can see. So whoever did this didn't do it too well. But just push it back in. Make sure it goes like this. You have proper overlap. See this flashing, it's ripped. Has to be replaced. Not only this one, flashing underneath got ripped too. So these two pieces have to be replaced. Compared to a piece like this type of rip doesn't do nothing. You leave it. That's not an issue. Now if the rip went a lot more here, you will replace it, or if it went higher up. This right here will not cause a leak, nothing. Nail holes in the flashing, no issue, you leave it. You look for stuff like this, rips, and rips that go to the wall. If this rip went just down a little bit, we could leave the flashing, probably put another flashing underneath. But this one went all the way to the wall too. That's what you're looking for when you're inspecting flashing. As is cleaning the siding, usually all you need is Fantastic. If that doesn't do it, then you use 9 spray. But 9 spray is very aggressive on siding. No matter how well we try to protect the siding, very often a shingle can hit the siding. When it does, it's no issue. A shingle will never crack the siding. It would stain the siding or scratch it. When a shingle hits the siding, it leaves tar on the siding. Best way to clean up the tar is to use Fantastic cleaner spray or Spray 9. Spray 9 is the best, but it's hard to get. Siding looks like new now. Subscribe for more videos.